Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Dean had turned against his own familia because it was necessary to save goddess Freya from herself. He first took out all the healers from his army, and directs Ryu to go help Belle because he's fighting the king, thanks to this plot twist. Everything had changed as most of the Freya familia gets knocked out by Dean, but on that note, Loki begins to pull the strings behind the scenes to persuade the girls from the tavern to fight in this war game, because the real Freya doesn't want to harm anyone, so as the girls join the game. Loki even managed to convince Mia to step in, so while Mia fought Otto, Ryu heals Belle and finally confessed to Belle that she's also in love with him. But she didn't ask for an immediate answer and concentrates on the fight. That's how the allied army strikes back. They saw only Vanna Freya, and 4 brothers are left. So Lily and others first took care of the 4 brothers, so now only King and Alan remains, it appears only, but both of them are major headaches. Anya was confronting her brother as everyone were exhausted. Lily somehow sent a message and told anyone who could move to go to Freya and pluck her flower, because Freya is vulnerable right now. So taking her flower would be possible. Then, Hogni woke up to confront Dean, but he was in no shape to do so. That is why Dean vents out his anger on Hogni, because as concerned he is for Freya. Hogni should realize by now that only Belle could save Freya. That's why he trained Belle so harshly, so that he won't lose his mind in Freya's trap. Freya can't obtain true love while being the goddess of love. She chose Belle out of everyone, and no matter how much they try, Freya won't be able to love anyone else. Dean feels miserable because he wanted to be that special someone to Freya, but they worship Freya for her divine love, so they are unable to save her because of her goddesshood. So they have to free Freya from the role of goddess of love. Only then she could find true happiness and true love. Hogni had seen Seer smile as well, which seems so natural, so he gave in and wants to save that smile, but even now the first rank adventurer will try and stay in the game even in that conditions. That guy has seen how others lust over Freya, and he hates it. He don't want her to be defiled, but Alan was different from them. So Hogni stepped in. He chose to side with Dean. But that just ticks Alan off. He swore his loyalty to the almighty goddess, not the country bumpkin Seer, because she promised power to him. On the other hand, Otto was giving a hard time to Ryu. Belle and Mia all together. That just shows how much he had trained. Freya had picked him from the streets, so Otto is one of the most loyal to her. He started his chant despite fighting the 3. Even Mia took a heavy hit, and Belle stepped in to endure the next strike on her. But Otto completed his chant, which was just too overpowered. At that time, Hestia found Haru and Lily. But Lily got mad at her for showing up so openly, so Hestia tells them she's here to do stats update to help them. So Lily told her to leave with Haru and do the status update of Belle first. They could handle things here, plus she asked Haru to use her level boost on at least 4 people, which is their only option, because King was going all out. But Otto thinks he's still not as good as Leon and strikes again, and their Dean diverted his attack. Dean knew that the reason Otto refused to train Belle is that he got a hunch about his plan. And Otto revealed that he just had a vision of seeing Dean joining the other side, so now Dean asked the 3 to stop Otto for just 10 seconds because he had devised a plan long time ago to deal with Otto. Those 3 did a fantastic job. And Dean summoned countless thunder arrows. Dean had given up on this plan as it requires help from others, but the plan came in handy today. It was a perfect diversion for Otto that Mia gets to land the first hit on him. But Dean was also dangerous that he coordinated his attack not to harm 3, while attacking at the same time those 3 attacks on Otto. But another headache was Alan. Hogni knew Alan is not being serious because he fears harming his little sister. That's how he even got hit so easily, and Anya thought Alan hated her all this time. But Bet makes her understand how tough brain works, because he's the same, and told Anya that if Alan hated her, he could have killed her, but she's alive, which means it's the opposite. So Anya wanted answers about why they were separated. She thought Alan hated her, but now Anya realized she was wrong, because he never raised his weapon toward her. And Hogni saw only one reason for that Alan had to keep Anya at a distance to keep her safe. Anya was in Freya Familia, but then Alan saw Anya is weak, so he asked Freya to kick her out, and promised to work extra hard to fill in her place. That's why Anya now wishes to be a family again, but Alan doesn't care one bit now, because for him, His loyalty means everything in order to gain power. Long ago, their village was destroyed by that black dragon, and Alan is seeking revenge on it. And he knew Anya will follow him even in the face of death, so he has no other option left but to stop her right here and now. This time Alan wasn't joking. He got serious and started his chant. All this time Alan hadn't shown even half of his power in the fight, but now he decided to show how truly a monster he is. His power was just mind-blowing, and on the other hand, Otto was now getting in a tight spot because of Heidine's Thunder Arrow's interference, plus Ryu and Bell were working together greatly. Ryu draws out a strike to make an opening. And everyone took that chance, especially Heidine, to strike the king. But even then the mountain wasn't phased. Instead, now Otto is going on a rampage, like a bulldozer destroying everyone in his path. It's his beast mode, and now 4 of them were on the verge of losing, but they still had breath left in them, and Otto had expected much better strategy from Heidine. It's true because Heidine could have ended this war if he had just gone ahead and plucked Freya's flower by surprise, but he didn't want that. Freya had saved him from the duty of king. So now he wants to do the same for her. He wants to free her from the shackles of goddesshood, because that very same love is tearing her apart. That love is making her obtain everything she loves, even if it means harming the one she cares so much about. That obsessive love is tearing her apart. And that's why Heidine did everything he could, because he's truly loyal to her. So that's how the other 3 also awoke to face the beast again. But our episode 14 ends right there. So stay tuned to watch another episode of this anime, and for that subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Till then, take care.